Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were up about 1 to almost about 1.3% on the back of better consumer sentiment data. European markets were up marginally, anywhere from 0.2 to almost about 0.7%. And when we look at the Asian markets today morning, Nikkei is almost flat. Hang Seng had started off well, but it's correcting right now, down about 0.2%. And most of the other Asian markets are flat to marginally negative, and SGX Nifty is suggesting that we are going to open up about 35 to 40 points higher. In terms of flows, friends, on Thursday, the expiry day, the FIs net sold in the cash market to the tune of almost about 3,000 crore. In fact, for the last 12 trading sessions, FIs have sold close to about 12,000 crore, which definitely has affected our markets, wherein Nifty has gone down almost about 3.5 to 4% in the last series. So overall sentiment has got affected because of this kind of a sell-off, and there is a feel that probably for a couple of days the markets may stabilize because majority of the selling is over now and there is some kind of a stability in the global market place. So expect for some stability and pullback, but till the market is able to cross important hurdles technically, it may not be able to show that kind of a momentum on the way up. On that note, let me invite our F&O experts to take you through important data points and ideas that we can have from the derivative side.
Good morning friends, I'll give you an analysis on derivatives. Now on the Thursday's trading session, which was the expiry day, we have seen Nifty opening up with a negative bias, and throughout the day we have seen Nifty being under pressure. However, on the last hour of trade, we have seen some kind of pullback in Nifty, due to which it managed to close 0.5% lower at 8244.05. However, on the spot side, we have seen Nifty closing below 8,200 levels, and have seen selling was observed across the board, and some of the heavyweight sectors like automobiles, metals and pharmaceuticals and information technology were being under pressure throughout the day. However, banking was the sector which hold on the losses for the Nifty, and due to which Nifty managed to close just 0.5% lower at 8244.05. Now, the open interest, we are starting this series with around 1.96 crore shares in the open interest, which is quite light in terms of open interest compared to last 3 to 4 months average, where we have been starting the Nifty at about 2 crore or shares. However, in this series, we have been starting with only 1.96 crore shares. And the interesting observation on the Bank Nifty side, where we are starting the series for the Bank Nifty for around 16 odd lakh shares, which is very light in terms of open interest. And the last we have seen this kind of open interest was 6 to 7 months before, indicating Bank Nifty and Nifty have been starting it with very light in terms of open interest. Hence, the trend which can be seen in the coming trading session would be on the build-up side, where a close eye would be watched on the which kind of position has been getting built up in the next few trading sessions. On the cost of carry, we have been starting Nifty with a 10% cost of carry, and put call ratio have been a bit on the higher side and have been starting at 0.95 odd levels, while volatility index have more or less been same in Thursday's trading session at 17.23 levels. Now, to give you a highlight on the rollover front, we have seen a bit low rollover in Nifty, that is around 68% rollover was observed, and however the rollover cost was quite healthy, around 62 odd points. Now, seeing the low rollover and with the high rollover cost, we feel some of the short positions has been left out, and some market participants have taken long bets in the next series. While on the Bank Nifty, we have seen 73% of the rollover compared to 67% rollover in the last series. Now, we have seen Bank Nifty with a bit high rollover, but if you compare the series on series, we have seen Bank Nifty has seen significant amount of reduction in open interest, and has been starting this series with just 16 lakh shares in open interest, which is very low, and it's quite light in terms of open interest. Now, this is an interesting observation where Bank Nifty can see some kind of positive trigger going forward due to such a light in terms of open interest and at this lower level. On the market-wide rollover has been more or less same at 85 odd percentage. Now, on the sector-wise rollover, we have seen high rollover in automobiles, FMCG, metals, oil and gas, realty, IT and telecom sector, while low rollover was seen in banking, capital goods, cement and pharmaceutical sectors. Now on the options activity, we have seen the highest build-up in the May series has been on the 8,800 call option, which could act as a stiff resistance going forward, followed by 8,600 strike price. While in put option 8,100 is the highest in terms of open interest, followed by 8,200 put option. There are no securities in bank period for today's trade. On the FIS front, in Thursday's trading session, there were net sellers in index futures of around 504 crores, while in index options there were net buyers of 1,050 crores, and stock futures there were net sellers of 26 odd crores, and in stock options there were net sellers of only 1 crore odd. Our monthly range, that is our monthly started break-even points for the May series, comes to the lower range at 7956 and the higher range at 8544. And the monthly stated break-even point has been taking a strike price of call and put option of 8250. ICX Nifty is trading bit positive at around 48 odd points. However, we were off on Friday, and if we compare with the Thursday's trading session, we are just up by around 15 odd points, and it's trading at around 8258. Studying the rollover activity, we feel the downside is quite limited from current level. However, a pullback rally can be observed till 8,500, 8,600 levels in coming trading sessions. That concludes from derivatives. Thank you.
Taken to Sheikh Khan pre-market, actually starting the trading ideas. First, a long call on Fortis Healthcare as a company is going to sell Redlink for over 530 crore to Fullerton Healthcare. So one can go long on Fortis with the stop loss of 152 and a target of about 162 to about 168. Maruti Suzuki reported good set of numbers for the last month. The growth was about 29.6% to about 1,11,748 units. So one can go long on Maruti with the stop loss of 3690 and a target of about 3780 to about 3820. Aditya Birla Nuvo has decided to do a major restructuring of its retail business, wherein it's going to carve out the apparel making Madura Fashion and lifestyle division from Aditya Birla Nuvo and merge it with the listed loss-making Pantaloon Fashion and Retail. This development is overall positive for Aditya Birla Nuvo, so one can go long on that one with the stop loss of 1540 and a target of about 1610 to about 1650. And Sesa Sterlite, there is a long call as the Finance Minister has lowered the export duty on some grades of iron ore from 30% to about 10%. So one can go long on Sesa Sterlite with the stop loss of 206, target of 216 to about 220. In other important developments, the finance bill finally has been tabled in the Parliament on Thursday and it has been passed. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said that there is not going to be any kind of a MAT on the capital gains made by the foreign investors, but he did not provide any relief to the past liability, which is definitely going to be an issue. And state-run Coal India has registered a production growth of about 10.7% at about 41.52 million tons in April over the corresponding month of 2014. Avanta Group from Crompton and Greaves has said that it has signed a contract with Paraguay's administration, National De-Electrical, to strengthen the Latin American electricity's network. So that's positive for Crompton Greaves. Tech Mahindra has moved to Supreme Court in connection with the Enforcement Directorate's proceedings in the Satyam scam, and JK Lakshmi is partnered with Snapdeal to sell its products online. Oil marketing companies, some positive news is the companies have increased the petrol prices by about 3.96 per litre and diesel prices by about 2.37 per litre and cut rupees 5 on LPG non-subsidized cylinder. Oil companies have also raised the price of aviation turbine fuel by about 272 per kiloliter or 0.5%. FIPB has deferred the Kotak Mahindra Bank's proposal for raising the FI limit. It will need cabinet note for the same. Jaguar Land Rover has reported good sales growth in US and it grew by almost about 14.8%. After declining for almost about 6 consecutive months, Mahindra's automotive division has reported some growth. The tractor volume grew by 20% and the automotive division grew by almost about 1.2%. Hero MotoCorp, however, did not report good set of numbers. Their volume was down about 6.6%. Eicher Motors reported in-line volume growth at about 11.7%, and Escorts reported about 29.3% degrowth for April. Ashok Leyland's UK subsidiary Optare is going to be delisted. Bosch is going to shut down its Bangalore facility for a day. TVS Motor has launched an upgraded version of its deluxe motorcycle Phoenix 125. So watch out for some action in TVS. UCO Bank has put about 3,000 crore of NPA on the block, and 8 core industries registered a negative growth of 0.1% in March, which is the lowest performance in last 15 months. V-Mart is going to invest about 200 crore in 200 stores, and government increases import duty on rubber by about 5% to 25%, which is negative for tire stocks like Apollo Tyres, MRF, CEAT and JK Tyre. NTPC has said that it has signed a pact with Jharkhand government for setting up a 4,000 megawatt plant. ONGC and the state-owned Andhra Pradesh Mineral Development have entered into a memorandum of understanding to set up a unit for improving the quality of Pati's mine from the mines in Kadapa district. And facing multi-agency scrutiny, Diageo-owned United Spirits may have to recast its financial accounts. Alembic Pharma has got a tentative US FDA note for Ibilisi drug lacosamide. The companies which will be announcing numbers today: SKS Micro, we are looking at a net profit of 48.15 crore, V-Guard about 23.9 crore, V-Mart 11.9 crore, and Mangalam Cement about 13.8 crore. List of stocks with positive bias are Maruti, Voltas, TVS Motors, ICICI Bank. Stocks for investment that we like at this point of time are Hero MotoCorp, Glenmark, L&T, Maruti, State Bank of India. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a good trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.